Okay, my dear students, today we will continue with chapter 3, topic square, and we will do questions related to the properties of square we have discussed in the previous video. Now in assignment 3.1, we have question number 2. Question number 2, in which various numbers are given to you and we have to find out whether those numbers are perfect squares or not. Okay, and that is by using prime factorization. So I am taking one out of those, that is 729. This is a number 729, but now we have to find out whether this number is a perfect square or not. It's a perfect square or not. This is what we have to find out. Alright, so what we have to do is, firstly we have to find out the prime factors of this number. So I am doing it over here. 729. Now we can see this will go on 3. This will be get simplified, divided by 3. So 3 2s are 6. We left with 1. 3 4s are 12. 3 3s are 9. Okay. Again it will go for 3. 3 8s are 24 and 3 1s are 3. Again it will go for 3. 3 2s are 6 and 3 7s are 21. Again it will go on 3. 3 9s are 27. Now again will on by 3. 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. Now we get the prime factors of 7 to 9. We will write the prime factor here. 3 into 3. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 3 into 3. 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Now how we get to know that 729 is a perfect square or not? What we have to do is, we can see the prime factors of 729 can be grouped in pair. We have to group these factors in pair. Okay, we will start making pair. 2 3 will make a pair, then next pair, then next pair. And now we can see all the prime factors can be grouped in pair and no single factor. There is no other factor. So no prime factor is left for grouping. So all the pairs are made. Now if all the prime factors can be formed in pairs, then the given number is a perfect square. So we can write it here. Therefore 729 is a perfect square. Alright, hope you have understood. We have to take a number which is given in the question, and then we have to find out the prime factors of that particular number, and then we have to group the prime factors of that particular number. If all the prime factors can be grouped in pair, then the given number is a perfect square. Otherwise it is not a perfect square. We will take another. Next number is 445. Now we have to find out the prime factor of 445. So it has 5 in the unit place. Definitely it get divided by 5. 5 8s are 40 and we left with 4. That becomes 45. 5 9s are 45. So we'll get the prime factor as 5 and 89. We don't have any other factor which can make a pair with. We don't have any 5 which can make a pair with 5. Okay, we don't have it. So and we also don't have any other 89 to make a pair with this particular 89. Understood? So both the prime factors, both these prime factors left unpaired. Both the prime factors left unpaired. Therefore 445 is not a perfect square. Okay, my dear students, now we will take another question. Find whether the following are Pythagorean triplets or not. We'll take an example, that is, we'll take a triplet 8, 9 and 10. Now we have to check whether this triplet is a Pythagorean triplet or not. What we have to do is we have to find out the square of all these three numbers. 8 square 8 square is equals to 8 into 8, that is 64. And 9 square is equals to 9 into 9, that is 81. And 10 square is equals to 10 into 10, that is 100. Now what we have to do is, we have to find out the sum of the square of two numbers, that is 64 plus 81, and that is 145. And then we have to check whether that particular sum is equal to the square of the third number or not. What is the square of the third number? That is 100, and the sum of those two numbers were 145. It should be equal. If it is equal, then it is a Pythagorean triplet. If it is not equal, then these are not forming a Pythagorean triplet. Here 145 is not equals to 100. Therefore, 8, 9, 10 are not forming a Pythagorean triplet. Pythagorean triplet, okay? Hope you have understood. We'll take one more example. Okay, the next example is 3, 4, 5. You can see three numbers are there. What we have to do? We have to find out the square of each of it. 3 square. 3 into 3, that is 9. 4 square, that is 4 into 4, 16. And the square of 5 is 5 into 5, that is 25. Now what we have to do is, we have to find out the sum of these two. We have to find out the sum of these two. So 9 plus 16 is 25. You can see here, and this 25, the sum of the square of two numbers, that is 25, is equal to the square of the third number, that is also 25. Here 25 is equals to 25. Therefore 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet. Hope you have understood. We will move to the next question now. Okay, dear student, the next question is, express a perfect square as a sum of odd number. So we will take an example. 100 is a perfect square. हमने इसको express करना है as a sum of odd numbers. Okay, perfect square को जब हमने sum of odd numbers में convert करना है, so पहले हमें पता होना चाहिए ये किसका स्क्वायर है. 100 हमें पता है किसका स्क्वायर है, 10 का. That means अब 100 कितने और नंबर्स का सम होगा ये हमें पता चलेगा यहाँ से, जिसका ये क्या है, स्क्वायर. नाउ यहाँ पर किसका स्क्वायर है, ये 10 का. तो कितने नंबर ऑफ जो हमें ऑड नंबर्स चाहिए होंगे वो होंगे 10. ओके, सो n इज नंबर ऑफ ऑड नंबर्स. ओके, सो 100 इज इक्वल्स टू फर्स्ट 10 ऑड नंबर्स का सम होगा. फर्स्ट ऑड नंबर इज 1, देन 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 19. So that means 100 is equals to 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13 plus 15 plus 17 and plus 19. Okay, hope you have understood. The next question is, without actually adding, find the sum. You can see some numbers are given and they are in addition. We have to add them without actually adding them. मतलब हमने इनको ऐसे ऐड नहीं करना 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, ऐसे ऐड नहीं करना. इनको बिना नॉर्मली ऐड करे हमने इनका सम बताना है. अभी प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन में हमने देखा कि एक परफेक्ट स्क्वायर गिवन होता है और वो जिसका स्क्वायर होता है उतने ही ऑड नंबर का क्या होता है, वो सम. सो दैट मीन्स कितने ऑड नंबर हैं, वी हैव टू काउंट 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means n is equals to 5. Okay, so definitely इनका सम किसके इक्वल होगा, इसके स्क्वायर के. So 5 square, that is 5 into 5, that is 25. Hence, therefore, the sum of this is equals to 25. So therefore, we can write 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 is equals to 25. Here you can see हमने उसको actually add नहीं किया है, हमने simply उसका क्या निकाल लिया है, sum by the using a property of square. Okay, we are moving to the next question now. Okay, students, next question is without finding the square, fill in the blanks. Okay, you can see 18 square minus 7 square is equals to what? We have to find out. But without finding the squares of these numbers, and we have discussed the property of this square in the previous video. I have told you the difference of the square of two consecutive numbers is equals to the sum of the numbers. Okay, so we can write 18 square minus 17 square is equals to 18 plus 17, and that is 35. Okay, so it will be, therefore we can write 18 square minus 17 square is equals to 35. So here you can see we have filled the blank without finding the square of these two numbers, and that was because the property which we have used is the difference of the squares of two consecutive numbers is equal to the sum of the given numbers. Okay, next question is find the square using the column method. Now we have to find out the square. We know that अगर हमने किसी का square find out करना है, suppose 7 का square find out करना है, तो हम क्या करते हैं, 7 raised to the power 2 और 7 को 7 से multiply कर देते हैं, हमारे पास आंसर आ जाता है. But there is one more method is there, that is column method. अब column method की help से हम कैसे square find out कर सकते हैं? I am taking an example 75. अब 75 का स्क्वायर फाइंड आउट करना है, तो हमें उसके लिए 75 को अगर हम 75 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दें तब भी आंसर आ जाएगा. बट हाउ वी फाइंड द स्क्वायर ऑफ 75 बाय यूजिंग द कॉलम मेथड? व्हेन वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द स्क्वायर विद द कॉलम मेथड, वी हैव टू लेट द एवरी डिजिट ऑफ द गिवन नंबर. सो वी विल लेट x, वी टेक x is equals to 7 and y is equals to 5. And we have to make 3 columns over here, that is x square, 2xy and y square. Now we know that x square, x की वैल्यू क्या है हमारे पास 7, so it will be 7 square and 2 into x, x is 7 into y, y is 5, and what is y? Y is 5, so here we have to write down y square. Now we have to make 3 columns over here. Okay, so now we have to find out its value. 7 into 7 square, that is 49, and we have to multiply it 2 into 7 into 5. 2 7s are 14 and 14 5s are 70. Okay, now 5 square, that will be 25. Now what we have to do is we have to take the one digit, rightmost digit from the one column. We have to accept only one, that is 5. हमने इसमें से कौन सा accept कर लिया? 5. अब यहाँ पर जो 2 बच गया है, we will take it into the next column. यहाँ पर इसके unit place पर ले जाएंगे हम इस 2 को. अब now we have to find out its sum. That becomes 72. Again we will pick this unit place digit of the second column, that is 2. हमारा क्या आया ये वाला यूनिट नंबर, दैट इज 2. अब इसका जो टेंथ प्लेस नंबर है उसको हम अगेन शिफ्ट कर देंगे कहां पर? थर्ड कॉलम में. थर्ड कॉलम क्या है? 7. अब अगेन वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द सम. 9 plus 7 is 16. 1 borrow, that becomes 5. 56. अब लास्ट कॉलम में चाहे 1 डिजिट हो चाहे 2, हमें दोनों ही लेने पड़ेंगे, दैट इज 56. देयरफॉर 75 का स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू व्हाट? 5625. अब जो हमारे पास तीनों कॉलम में से बचे हैं, यहां से हमने 1 डिजिट बचा था, दैट इज 5, एंड यहां हमारे पास बचा था 2, और यहां पर हमारे पास 2 डिजिट थे, तो 2 के 2 ही हमने लेने हैं. सो द स्क्वायर इज 75 is 5625. ओके. Okay, we will take another example, and we have to find here the square of 90 by using column method. I have told you we have to let x as 9 and y as 0. Now we have to make 3 columns: x square, 2xy and y square. Alright, so x square is 9 square, that is 81, and 2 into x is 9 into y, that is 0, and y is 0, so here 0 square. Okay, so 0 square is 0. Alright, so 2 into 9 is 18, and 18 into 0 is 0, and here we have 81. Now we have to take only one digit from the first column, so it is 0. Alright, now in the second column again we have to take one digit, and here is only 0, that is one digit, so we will take that one, 0. Now we don't have anything to borrow to the third column, so we will take the third column digit as it is. Therefore 90 square is equals to 8100. Got it? So this is the easiest way to find out the square of the given number. Okay dear students, now we will find out the square of the given numbers by using the diagonal method. We have another method to find out the square of numbers. So I'll take an example as 25. Now we have to find out the square of 25 by using this diagonal method. So for this you have to draw a square. First of all, अब हमने इस स्क्वायर को डिवाइड करना है, बट कितने पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करना है वो हमें पता चलेगा नंबर ऑफ डिजिट नंबर ऑफ डिजिट इन द गिवन नंबर. नाउ हियर वी हैव 25, सो वी हैव 2 डिजिट, सो वी हैव टू डिवाइड इट लाइक दिस, 2 columns, then again 2 rows. Understood? So now here we write 2 and here we write 5. Here we write 2 and here we write 5. The first column will be 2 and second column will be 5. First row will be 2 and second row will be 5. Now what we have to do is we have to draw the diagonal of every sub square. आप देख रहे हैं 4 स्क्वायर बन गए हैं, उन चारों की डायगोनल्स ड्रॉ करनी है आपने. Now what we have to do is we have to multiply these two. जो रो वाली साइड पर है वो और जो कॉलम वाली साइड पर है, 2 into 2 that is 4. उस 4 लिखना है हमने ऐसे कि हमारा फर्स्ट स्क्वायर फिल हो जाए. सो वी विल राइट इट लाइक दिस, 0 4. नाउ वी हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई, ये स्क्वायर किससे बना है, 2 5 and 2 से. नाउ वी हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई 5 and 2. 2 5s are 10, so we will write it like this. Now here we have to multiply 2 and 5, that is 10. We will write it like this. So 5 5s are 25. Now you can see यहाँ पर हमारा एक डायगोनल पार्ट से हमारे पास क्या आया है, 0. सेकेंड वाले से आपने इसको नहीं लिखना है, इस वाले पोर्शन को we will write 1 plus 4 plus 1. Okay, the next one is 0 plus 2 plus 0, and this is what, 5. Okay, so now ये हमारे पास कितने बन गए, 1 2 3 4. अब इन सबका सम करना है. दिस इज 0, दिस इज 1 plus 4 is 5 and 1 6, 2 and 5. Okay, now what we have to take, we have to take every single digit. This is 5, this is 2, this is 6 and this is 0. Therefore the square of 25 will be 625. Hope you have understood. We will take another example too. Okay, okay students, the next example is 369. Now we have to find out the square of this particular number by using the diagonal method. Again we have to draw a square. We have to divide it in a parts like 3 rows. We have to make 3 columns and 3 rows because we have 3 digits in the given number. So it will be like this. Okay, so 3 rows. Now each column will get one digit. 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. And what we have to do next is we have to join the diagonals. We have to draw the diagonals of sub squares. Okay, so I'm joining the diagonals. Okay. So we will start now. In the first square, we have to multiply 3 into 3. That is 9. So we will write it as 0, 9. 6 into 3. That is 18. We will write it like this. 3 into 9. That is 27. Again, 6 into 3. That is 18. 6 into 6. That is 36. 6 into 9. That is 54. 9 into 3. That is 27. 9 into this. 9 into this 6. You can see that? That will be 54. Now this 9 will get multiplied in this 9. Okay? So 9 9s are 81. So what we have to do is, now we have to write the digits. We have to find out the sum of these numbers. This is 0. This is 1 plus 9 plus 1. The third one is 2 plus 8 plus 3 plus 8 plus 2. The next one is 7 plus 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 7. The next one is 4 plus 8 plus 4. And the last one is 1. Here you can, now we will find the sum of these separately, okay? 0, 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 plus 1 is 11. Alright? So the next one is 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 3, 13, 13 plus 8, that is 21, 21 plus 2 is 23. 7 plus 5, 12, 12 plus 6, 18, 18 plus 5 is 23, 23 plus 7, that is 30. 4 plus 8 is 12 and 12 plus 4 is 16. So here we will write 1. Now we have to take only one digit from each sum. This is 1. Okay. Now here we have 16. Okay. But we will take only 6 over here and we will borrow this 1 in the next column. And we will add it in the unit place of the sum of that particular column. That becomes 31. And from this column, we will take one digit only, and that is 1. And this 3 will further move to the next column and will get added to the unit place of the sum of that particular column. So that is 3, that becomes 26. Now we will keep this 6 only. And we will borrow this 2 to the next column and it will get added to the unit place of the sum of that particular column. That becomes 13. We will keep 3 from this column and we will take 1 and it will get added to the 0 and that is 1. And we will take 1 then. So therefore, the square of 369 is equals to, we will start writing from here, 1, 3, you can see 1, 3, 6, 1, 1, 3, 6, 1, 6, 1. Hope you have understood. You will get more clear when you solve questions with this method. Okay.